We're on.
Right.
We're on.
Rust Belt Bastards. Please like, share, comment,
Subscribe.
Yo, me Coke.
God damn, what is that?
Yeah, you're like
80 of them
3 now.
Jesus.
You had that one where you got me, and you were
Yeah.
down to 1, and then I've
No,
got you
just-
once since then, and this one, so 3. Ha! Awesome. We're Rust Belt Bastards, and
Yes,
we're
we are.
we're kind of on a roll, man. Episode number 6.
Yes.
This one's a miscellaneous because we have no topic today.
None.
There's absolutely nothing. However, we got some Collingwood. Sounds like
Which we end up with a topic, we end up going off like skit anyway.
I know, right?
Anyway. So now, we're doing it just, what is it?
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff, but then what if that leads us to a topic that we stay on for a while?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about whatever. I don't care.
Holy shit.
That ain't that much.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, that's not much.
It's just the sound of it, like...
You're just a really big
wow.
pussy.
I am.
Unlike me, who on our first skit, you're like, you sipped the whiskey? And I was like, I pounded it. I was drunk by the end of the skit. It was like, oh, I get up and I'm like, whoa. I was like, that wasn't a good idea. And you're like, maybe we should have used apple juice. Freaking hilarious, man.
We need to show your dog sometime.
Yeah, well, they can see him over my left shoulder when he's back there.
All right.
So
like,
in some video, they're able to see him.
All right.
He's our honorary mascot, you know. So, but yeah.
Maybe that will get us likes and subscribes. You gotta show the fucking dogs.
Yeah,
it's like Match and shit like that, like dating sites. It's like women are just like, fuck him.
He's got a cute dog. I'll bang him.
Oh my gosh, like so
it's a cute puppy.
It's a dog. It's like really
on
like
some dating,
a fucking dog.
I will say this: on some dating sites, the dogs are cuter than the women.
I'm sure it goes both ways. I'm sure they're cuter than the guys too. Like women, it's probably why. Like maybe a woman will hang in there if it's a cute dog.
I mean, I look like the Unabomber. Give me like a little knit cap or something. I look like the Unabomber.
Turka jihad.
Merkalurka Sherpa Sherpa.
Sherpa.
That is the best acting I've ever seen. Team America, such a great movie.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What is it? Lick on.
One of the.
Suck on my dick and lick my balls.
The best part is one of the best parts because that whole movie's hilarious. When he's puking cream of corn in the alleyway, and the lady's like, "Shut the fuck up! I don't know what the fuck you're doing down there." And he's like, he's so drunk, he just keeps and they pan out, and it shows just like this little puppet in this pile of cream of corn. It's all, and you can totally tell it's cream of corn, and it's hilarious.
And we know we've all been there one point in time.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is
have you ever thrown up on yourself?
No, I'm actually cleaner.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I mean, like
I've got maybe a little bit of spit on me, but I've
like,
never.
Not from nothing?
I had one guy. We were at like I think it was Disney's like Pleasure Island. I think it was called where all the clubs are at. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Well, anyway.
Piece of shit.
Anyway, we were walking out one of the bars, and one of my buddies was so drunk he fell on his back, and he's laying there, and he just was like. Came out like fountain like it was like Old Faithful, and then it came right back down on all over his chest, and it was hilarious. And the reason I ask is because his girlfriend's freaking out crying, and we're laughing our asses off. He gets up and he's wearing this white t-shirt, so you can tell there's puke all over him. And then we had to take the bus back to the hotel, and when he gets on the bus, everybody in unison on the bus goes. It was so. But you gotta understand.
I gotta ride with this.
Coming from a guy who can hold his liquor, I was laughing at least at the time I could. I was laughing my ass off so hard. It was so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Have you ever thrown up from drinking?
Oh yeah. Back in my 20s, all the time. Yeah. You know, it wasn't until I got on my probably 30s I started no.
It's true. It's like you get older, you're like,
Once I got out of college, I don't think I've ever except for once. I had all this beer with like creme brulee or like cheesecake, and it curdled. But however, I separated them out by like hours, so I didn't think I'd have a problem. Let's put it this way: the creme brulee chased the beer. I got home. Then I woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I hurled my guts out because of it.
You know,
it was bad.
I had creme brulee for the first time, like, I think it was like 3 years ago.
It's good.
Holy shit, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
What is it? Because Mira and I went out for an anniversary, and the restaurant, you know, got to choose the dessert, like, picked out dessert. I'm like, I've never had this. It's fancy. You crack it, and it's like,
it's so fancy.
Fancy. It had, like, little fruits and mint on it.
Yeah.
That's some delicious shit. It was so good. Then I had it again just recently. We went to... Remember I told you about, we went to downtown Rochester for like Christmas.
Downtown Rochester is beautiful, especially during the holidays.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
They have a crepe place there.
Okay.
But they also make their own creme brulees. It's really good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like those little niche, like, bakery places. Because
some
you can get, like, I remember going to a place in Chicago, they have one of those, and I was like, okay, I'm willing to pay a little extra money to see what this is like, and then I was like, you know, because it wasn't that good. But then there's other places, particularly in, like, say, I think it's either Royal Oak or Birmingham, and they have some great, like, little niche bakery places, and they're so good.
It's like such a little one.
Like, I had this really rich carrot cake brownie, and it was so good. I was like, oh, this is good. So.
Any of you would have to say small little... own bakeries,
right? Local businesses.
Give a comment on our videos and stuff. We'll give you guys a shout out, right?
Yeah, we will. Yeah,
possibly visit. That would be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Although I'm not sure if they really want our ruffian kind there.
They will. It solicits anything for business.
You look like a hobo. Get out.
I get that all the time. You can stay. You're clean shaven. Thanks.
You can stay. You look really cute.
Man, it's like you're pretty nice for an Aryan.
What are you, fresh off the boat?
I'm not. We gotta put that statement out there.
I know, right?
Like, we got to start getting
What's
the wrong
hat
crowd
you always
us.
wear? And we would go into
it's
Detroit.
It's just like what is it? Like the newsboy hat.
Yeah, the newsboy
call
hat,
me a
right?
Bob.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Bob, fresh off the boat, you know? Yeah, so we did to clarify.
I should have been with it.
Oh, yeah, you should have. You should have.
Yeah,
accent. Lad, I know what you're doing.
I don't know that he's talking about. Like, oh, look at he's fucking up from Ireland. Because they thought it was from Germany or Europe somewhere. I was like,
oh. I find that, that's pretty funny. I do enjoy, you know, when people try to throw shade at you, you try to throw it right back.
I did it.
You know?
I missed out on it.
That's all good. That's all good.
Sorry.
Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't.
That's when the NCAA basketball championships was there.
Oh, was that when state won?
I don't know.
That was a long time ago, though.
It was.
I don't follow sports anymore.
I don't know.
Thanks, woke mom. Douchebags.
I just follow fighting. That's all I follow.
Yeah. The UFC has gotten
interesting to me.
You know what's funny? I just recently
Who wants to see a ball thrown around when you can see someone get punched and kick the knee in the face?
I know, right? Like, seriously.
Like, way more.
Great entertainment.
Yeah, right?
The Aztecs were onto somewhere.
I know,
Let's sever your head and throw it through this big old, like, concrete ring. You know, seriously.
Arrow them. Like, you're going to have a race.
Those guys knew how to live, man.
And we're going to throw a javelin at you. You might die.
We should do a little bit in these segments. So we're kind of rolling with it right now, but we should do moments in history. And like I just mentioned, like Aztecs, didn't they just sacrifice their people and cut their heads off and use that as their head as a ball? So like something like that.
Maybe start sacrificing people on our podcast?
Nice. Well, we are going to have a Satanist on our podcast soon, so that may happen.
I can so see why like, people maybe like, you know, the thing was to sacrifice virgins, like, way back in the day. It's like, well, they're not fucking putting out. Like, fuck them. Can you imagine if it's now, I'm saving my virginity until I get married. Whop.
You're a useless human being.
Wow. We're going to just spread you out on this.
Oh, boy.
So you don't want to have sex? No. It's like, oh, we're just going to spread you out on this table then and just...
Disclaimer. You women waiting till marriage or waiting for the right person to come around.
Go ahead.
You're a good person. We would never sacrifice you.
No.
So.
But I wouldn't date him.
Here.
Well, maybe, because you do it is right.
Dude, you gotta test drive the car before you buy it.
You're gonna probably get, like, at least, like, blowjobs, right? They're probably from now. Like... What? This is gonna like totally put
my metaphor is you gotta take the car for a test drive before you buy it.
Dude.
Just saying, you know? So
like Can you imagine being married and then like your first time having sex is over in like a minute? You're like,
you've seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, haven't you? When the two Christians get married.
No.
And he's like, sometimes you just go crazy because you don't know what your wife wants in bed, and it's like, oh my god, it just makes you go crazy. And he's like off to go find the Mithras clitoris, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so funny. That movie, I'm telling you, maybe this is going to turn to a movie review of recommendations.
Yeah, right.
But I'm telling you, Forgetting Sarah
and
Marshall
is
with
people with virgins.
Yeah, exactly. Why did Rosemary's Baby or like The Omen pop in my head? I don't know. But my point is that movie is so damn funny. Like every part of that movie is so funny when she's like, there's so many parts of that movie I could go over right now. Just watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Jason Segel.
Movie.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
So good. It's so enjoyable. The sad part is there's no comedies like that anymore.
There's been a few, but not as many coming out.
Well, I mean, please refresh my memory. Like, which ones? Like, what?
I can't think. You're putting me on the spot for thinking about a recent movie, a comedy.
That's kind of the point.
I don't know.
I like the other one better. Redemption was better.
The Colin one?
Yeah.
This one has a toasty.
It's
toasted Maplewood.
It's got a really smoky like.
It's hollow like my soul. It's like the hollow like the inside of me.
Yeah, that's probably why your dad ran away.
It's hollow like John Wayne Bobbitt's dick. He got that fixed though, right?
I don't know.
He did, I think.
You know, when you said that, I was thinking of.
He's got like
he was the guy who got.
He's got a peg for a dick, instead of like a peg for a leg, like a pirate.
He's the guy that did like celebrity boxing, right? Because he was famous for getting his wanker cut off by his girlfriend that he like beat and raped, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm not saying he did. I don't know what it is.
I don't know the backstory of it.
Okay, all right.
But
comment the backstory on that, guys.
Yeah,
we don't know.
I don't. Did he? But I don't know.
There was
if
something
he did
with
celebrity boxing. Remember Screech did celebrity boxing from Saved by the Bell.
Lord. What has that guy not done for $1?
No, right? Nothing. I wouldn't either. Came out with his own porn.
I'll give a hand job through crack.
Came out with his own porn, right? He did.
I never
Screech
saw it.
had his own porn. I never saw it, but there was it's on the news.
They showed the PG version highlights on like the news, and we're like, yes, the actor from Saved by the Bell, Screech, did this porn or whatever. And I was like, what? I was like, who would watch that?
Right?
Pornhub was like, thanks, but no thanks. We'll take anything but that.
It's like, what is it? I don't want to knock. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to be mean.
You knock what? What?
Nothing. I was going to say, like, because everybody has a preference. Somebody might like a nerd like that, like Screech, right? That pubic hair on the head.
Oh, yeah.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, when you mentioned, like, no one would watch that, I thought about, what is it, that China from the WWE? She made porn.
Oh, yeah, one night in China. How funny.
Was that the name of it?
Yeah, that was the name of it. Just like One Night in Paris. You don't remember
that
one
night in
too?
China, the guy's like, fuck this.
Which One Night in Paris was really stupid because I think it was all night vision and stuff. I'm like,
One Night in Paris is a porn?
Yeah. Yeah, Paris Hilton.
Oh, yeah, that was a night.
Yeah, see?
That was so...
It was stupid. It was horrible. I was like,
good.
Yeah, no. She's got one lazy eye and she's kind of fugly.
You're like...
No thanks.
You don't know where the eye's looking.
Which eye do I look at?
Like she looked at me during sex and my dick just went limp because I didn't know what she was looking at.
I didn't care anyway. I was eating a sandwich.
No. So terrible. When like coming.
Can you imagine? What? Hey, comment. What's the most insulting thing that somebody has done during sex with you?
Like anybody's gonna comment on that.
Or a story you've heard. I would love to hear. Hey man, this is some hilarious stuff we could share. If we got enough viewers, that would be hilarious for like the next hour. Be like, holy shit, I gotta read this guy's comment. Like
again,
that would be so funny.
Subscribe to us. Help us go viral.
Yeah.
Like a venereal disease.
Not that kind of viral, but I'll go with it. I like it.
Help us go viral.
Yeah, because right now we only have 6 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much,
I think
you guys.
one of them is me.
I know, right? One of them is us when we had to sign up. Well, I know who the 3 people are for the Rumble. Like you, me, and I think one other person, maybe Mira. I don't know, but
go on Rumble too.
Yeah,
Rumble has all our videos.
Because YouTube censors us sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what else you wanna like?
No.
A couple movies. Pretty interesting.
I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
Should we ruin it? I'll ruin it.
Don't ruin it for me because I haven't seen it.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Because you know there's the 3 Spider-Mans in it, right?
There's a 3-way with Spider-Man?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Toby, Andrew Garfield,
Kinky!
and Tom Holland.
Ooh, dreaming.
It was pretty dope. It was pretty good.
Yeah. It
So.
looked really, really good, and I like how they incorporated. Like, this is why I've always said I've liked the Marvel universe so much because, and again, I think Disney has some bad business choices with some certain people in China, but we won't go there.
You mean China?
Yeah, I know, right? But my point is they did a really good job setting up all the actors and actresses for the Marvel universe. So there was really good continuity, really good character development, really good universe to build around that.
Right.
And then the movies just kind of unfolded.
And they're keeping to the script of that.
Exactly. And so when you incorporated the, Doctor Strange with Spider-Man, and then you could branch it off into different things. Because you and I saw, what was it, the 10 Rings movie?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Really good movie.
It was so underrated. I wish, I don't watch a lot of like television, like the news or what have you. So I don't see the advertisements that they play.
Yeah.
But I didn't see a lot of advertisements for that movie, and it was really good because they had Wong in it.
Yeah.
Remember the one fight scene?
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, I was like, this is hilarious. So they're showing certain things. I heard they're going to do another one, too.
Oh,
they're going to do a sequel.
I think, for like 3
and so,
at least.
My point is the way they're joining all these characters and stuff to come together to show a big universe is really, like, hats off to you, Marvel. Like, you guys have done a really good job.
Because now
great
they're going
actors
into,
and actresses.
the
great
Mystic Power
on
universe.
The CGI. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, I give more props than just the actors and actresses.
Have you seen Eternals?
The Ninja Turtles?
Eternals.
Oh, Eternals. I have not seen that yet.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
They do a good job on that one. Angelina Jolie's in it, and they play they're like ancient from like thousands of years ago.
Okay.
A funny spin-off if you would have seen Angelina Jolie with like how many kids she adopted during that time of 1,000 years.
What kid hasn't she adopted? I
don't know. and if she hasn't, why? Like, no.
I know, you got the money for it, girl. Why not? Save the world. But,
you mentioned that. Is that crazy, though? Like, you see people that have a ton of money, and like, they, like, take, for instance, Manny Pacquiao, right?
Okay.
Like, when he's, with
he's Filipino,
He's
right?
Filipino.
Yeah.
And with the money he's accumulated, like, he's, like, donated, like, large, like, his purses to help out, like, his own country, right? That's just one person. And then when you look at, like, the whole world in general, it's like, could we be doing a little bit better if one person just... Like, Manny Pacquiao built up a whole fucking, like, houses for every, like, neighborhood to help people, and, like, we
need more Manny Pacquiao.
It's fucking good. So that's one person that does that, right?
Right.
And it's like, it's like the world really doing a good job, like...
It's funny that you say that. I laugh because remember the telethons that they would have? Where all the actors and actresses make all these millions of dollars.
Whenever you say telethons, I think of Jerry's Kids.
Yeah, I know, right? Jerry's Kids.
Which is sort of weird, like a name for Jerry. Like,
I know, right?
Okay, we'll go off it.
Because he's not really their kids. Yeah, but anyway.
Unless... He's like, please donate.
I don't want to...
He's like...
Please donate.
I'm financially broke.
And this is the only thing I got going on.
I create mutants.
Save these kids.
Afford it. So fucked up.
I can't afford all these kids.
I got these 20 people trying to con in right now to help me out, like, fucking school all these bastards. They're mine. That's like
They're really Jane Orge's kids.
I know.
News at
What
11.
if it was? That'd be crazy, right? What a conspiracy rabbit hole you go down with that one.
What kills me though, is the fact that they have all these actors and actresses that make millions of dollars per year, making all this money, and they're the ones manning the phones, asking for me to make peanuts per year to donate money. I'm like, fuck you! How about you donate money, you dick?
Some of them
I'll
do.
man the phone and you call me.
Yeah, no. Pay us to man the phones.
Right.
And then
And then they somehow get a couple $100,000, maybe a couple. I mean, obviously that was 20, 30 years ago, and that was a decent amount of money back then.
Right.
But nowadays it should be in the number of millions. But the fact that they did that, it's like, no offense, even when I was young, that turned me off because it was like, okay, get somebody else to man the damn.
You're
phones.
like, I can't get laid while watching this. You're like, use a sexier voice when answering the phones. I'm trying to whoop one up here. Whoopee. That one they did, remember with Whoopi and Billy Crystal and what's his name, Robin Williams? They did like a comedy skit one or whatever like that to raise money for people. That was good. That shit was good.
I haven't seen. I haven't seen
what it's
anything
called.
from Whoopi Goldberg in 30 years.
That was good.
Sister Act, like.
Since she joined the
Free
View,
Jack, I think is
since
another
she
one she
joined
did.
the View, it's gone. You should have stuck with acting, Whoopi. And comedy.
That's exactly what the View is, a fucking bowel movement. Bunch of clucking heads.
But they don't let anybody speak. You ever know? That's terrible. They ask this person a question, and then when they're like, it's like,
well, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh.
Let the person talk, even if you don't disagree.
Yeah. So the funny thing is one thing I learned in my master's was there's something called active listening. Which
Right.
You zip your mouth and let somebody finish what they're saying. Right. Don't cut them off. Don't interrupt them. Let them get what they have to say out, and then you rebuttal. Right.
Yeah.
But the problem is you have so many people that just won't shut the fuck up to listen to an alternative perspective, and then when they do speak, they don't listen, and then they just demonize you, right? Or they say something that's completely unfactual, right? So then it kind of neutralizes the actual reason for a debate or a conversation respectfully, right? And I'm glad you mentioned that, and The View, because The View, literally, they can't get a conservative to go on there because they want somebody to fit the criteria of what they deem a conservative. In other words, they're a rhino. My point is they have to be a rhino and bash the conservatives as well. And I'm like, come on, ladies. Really? You ought to split the thing right down the middle.
You know what's crazy? Because Barbara Walters is on there, right?
She was.
Then she probably left. Right. Were they
I think the last honest true conservative was Hasselbeck. She was the last real conservative. Oh. But that was a long time ago. And even then, I think she left under bad terms, I think. Because she was like, I'm done with this.
Was she blonde?
Yeah, she was a blonde girl. Yeah.
She said stupid shit. But that's okay.
They all did.
They all do.
Don't get me wrong, they all did.
People should be able to say stupid stuff. I say stupid shit all the time.
Look at this podcast.
I know, right?
Definition uno numero. Jeez. I say stupid stuff too. Are you kidding me?
I'm not the end-all, be-all person to go to for everything. I tell you that much.
He's a walking encyclopedia, folks.
Of nothing. It is though.
Of useless Spider-Man
trivia jargon. But even if you disagreed with it, just let the person talk. But then I was watching something and listening to something, and they were talking about media.
I gotta make sure my dog isn't completely swallowing the entire toy. I hear him gnawing on it. Oh, Chew, you broke it to pieces, bud.
All right, viewers.
All right, no more. Oh, you got the squeaker out
now
there.
We're alone.
Holy crap.
It's time to get frisky. Oh. Huh? Hey, hi.
No, okay, that toy's done now, bud. You destroyed it. Sorry, bud.
You didn't see what I was doing, right?
No, what were you doing?
Nothing.
Jackass. You're a jackass. My dog just destroyed his new toy in
we'll continue that later.
48 hours flat. He had the squeaker out and was about to swallow it, so I didn't want to be the dog on Snatch, the movie, when he's like, it's squeak. Every time he barked, it squeaked.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Is that when Jason Statham, what is it, really broke out and started after that getting in more?
I think so. Roles. Yeah, there was some. Have you seen the one movie with him and The Rock? Hobbs and Shaw. Oh,
yeah.
That movie's so hilarious.
I can't remember.
When they're both going through the single door in each of the rooms.
Doesn't Rock die at that part of it? Right?
No. They both lived.
I can't think of it. Oh, I'm thinking, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Rock was in one where he played a cop, and then like he was like some badass cop, and then jumped off like the building or something. And
oh God, you're thinking of the other guys where it's Will Ferrell and Wahlberg.
And Wahlberg, yeah.
And they're like, hey, you want to aim for the bushes? And they're like 30 stories up, and The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson jump off, and they don't show him hitting, but they show their funeral, and they're like, these guys were the best cops, but they were not that bright. And I'm just like, oh my God.
So good.
And then it flashes to the other guys that never got any of the credit, which was Wahlberg's and Will Ferrell's character.
And then that's where they came in.
Yeah. And oh my God. Dude, you've never done an office pop-off? What? Are you serious? What's that? Well, it's when you pull out your gun and you just shoot it right in the air. And then Will Ferrell goes, oh, I want to do a pop-up. Boom! And then everybody hits the deck. Everybody hits the deck and you're like, what are you doing? Oh my God, you don't shoot it off in the office. Oh, I mean, some of the scenes were so fucking stupid. Excellent. Oh man, I'll just tell you. And then when Will Ferrell has Eva Mendes for a wife, and he's like, yeah, I fucked my wife so hard the other day, I gave her hip dysplasia. And I'm like, oh my God.
Mark Wahlberg, he walks up and
he's like, dude, your wife is fucking smoking hot. He's like, oh, whatever, she's a hag. Yeah, she's like, no ball and chain.
She's like shit. You're like she's fucking nothing.
But she's like absolutely gorgeous. I just, oh my God. They played that.
Wasn't she in Hitch, right? Eva Mendes? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
She is good looking.
Yeah, she's
always had a.
And she always seems like a chick that has a sense of humor, because she plays roles that
are more like
that are more fun. Like yeah, she was in Hit, she was in others where she plays a cool a cool chick. Somebody that could drink a beer with you. You know,
maybe
I don't know. That's how she comes across in some of her roles that she plays. That's all I'm saying.
A lot of she's totally just no.
What, she's lame?
Yeah.
I hope not, but I
do.
I don't know her personally, but I mean...
I do.
You do? You know her personally? No. What? Aw, what a disappointment.
What celebrities have you met before?
Geddy Lee, that's it.
That's it?
That's all you need. That's all you fucking need. Rush.
Woo.
That's it. Geddy
Lee. That's it?
I met him twice. I met him twice.
Good.
He's a really cool dude.
Any hot women?
None? None.
No. I came across mine were by accident.
I don't know what it is, but Hollywood men and women stars, it's no. It just doesn't sure, a lot of the women are gorgeous and I'd be like, okay, but at the same time the only thing I can think of is these women are probably so egotistical because of the think about it. When you get interviewed every day,
I disagree.
And you get told that you ladies.
Oh,
I'm sure I'm absolutely wrong, but in my head that's the way it plays out.
Beautiful. Have so much strength and bring so much to society.
If you're gonna spew into the Siri, come on. That's another good movie, Wayne's World. Dixie Cup. Remember, it was a folded up Dixie Cup too.
How did you fucking fold that? And then
it was just crumpled. It was just crumpled. It was like.
Have you used a Dixie Cup before? You crumple that shit, you're probably not using that again.
You're done. I remember staying at a friend's place, and I used just the Dixie cup to rinse my mouth out, right? Mm-hmm. And I would use it, and by the second day, the bottom is just disintegrated. I'm like, oh my God, the Dixie cups, you served your purpose, but you're a one and done, bro. You're a one-trick pony. Yeah. So
still pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah. Great for little shots you want to pass out to people.
If you want to be classy.
Oh, absolutely.
You should do that.
We use solo cups for bourbon.
I know.
Come on.
That'd be hilarious. Have a party and just have all right, guys, time to do shots, and fucking hand out Dixie cups. People are you didn't even get plastic cups from the dollar store. You got Dixie cups.
Yeah. Seriously, come on, man.
Makes you think you're drinking with your grandma or something. That's when I think of Dixie cups. I think of Mamo. My grandma. Yeah, she always
my grandma, your Meemaw.
Oh, she still does.
Your Meemaw.
My Meemaw.
That's the grandma that Sheldon says. In
yeah.
It's yeah, my Meemaw. Dude, don't insult my Meemaw. It's so funny. That show is so great, man.
I can't. You want to know, what's your favorite TV show of all time?
Oh, God. Sure, certainly isn't The fucking Love Boat. Gosh. X-Files pops in my head. That's solid. It depends on what kind of era. Because Lost is really good.
Lost is a good one.
Like
so good.
Yeah. So my buddy, I was never really into watching a lot of shows because I was either in college or working or
something. Yeah.
Trying to get laid.
Yep.
That was most of my time. Not very successful. But anyway, so I never really watched a lot of television in my late 20s and early 30s. And so once COVID hit, it was like, okay, let the binge watching, commence, right?
That's not when you first watched Lost, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, man.
My buddy, because I was texting my friend.
Really? That's like 10 years late.
Yeah, I know, right? And the funny thing is my buddy, I asked him, I said, and then Man in the High Castle was another one I thought was pretty good. One. Yeah. But the funny thing is when I started Lost, I was like, holy fuck, at the end, everything was like a twister.
You're hanging.
I know, they leave you hanging. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? And so my hair fell out even more.
Yeah.
Because I had to binge watch. That was the one show that forced me to binge watch because it was a cliffhanger every fucking time at the end of every episode.
It was really good.
So what happened...
The writers from Lost tried to do some other TV shows, and it just
didn't work out.
They weren't bad, but it just wasn't.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I started watching Lost, my buddy was like, "Dude," he's like, "Can you imagine?" He's like, "We watched it. We had to wait like from one season to the next.
Yeah.
And we had to wait from 1 week to the next to watch the next episode.
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, you must have been losing your fucking mind."
Dude,
I'm losing my mind. Like
you would hear. I can't remember the last time.
I went through a season in probably like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like that's how much I binged it. Right?
And like people were having they had Lost parties.
Yeah.
Seriously, and it's like
my buddy had.
I can't think of like a TV show where it's like you have parties.
Yeah.
And
that is one show where they ended it where and when they should have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did.
Like
they didn't try to like.
You look at shows like Dexter. Mm-hmm. They could have ended that like 2 seasons sooner because it just got precipitously bad. Like the first. I'd say the first maybe
3 or 4 seasons were really
awesome.
Good. Yeah.
And then it got worse, and then a little bit worse, and then the last season was awful. Man. And then the way they ended it, I was like, I get where you want to keep them alive, to where if you want to later down the road create something, fine.
Have you seen the new? You know they have a new one out.
You know, the funny thing is what sucks is it's Showtime, I think.
Yeah.
I had to buy the Showtime news or station on Amazon Prime to watch the season. Yeah. They gave me the first episode for free. And then they fucked me. Like, sorry, you gotta pay. And I was like, whoa! I was like, no. So I heard about this. The season finale I heard got blasted online.
Not good?
Not good. So you haven't seen it? I haven't. I only saw the first episode, and it was awesome.
So
the first episode was awesome.
Yeah, I watched like the first 3 episodes so far of it, and like it's like
it's solid, right?
Yeah, it's solid. But then like it just sucks when you say that like the season finale. Just
I'll say give it a shot because there's some people that might be wrong. Some people that liked it. Right. They probably just didn't like how they ended it. But again, maybe they ended it in a way to just kill the show. I have no idea. Maybe it's because it got low ratings. I don't know.
I didn't start watching Lost until because Ken, like all of our buddies were watching it.
Yeah.
And then finally, like my sister was like, "You gotta watch it." So I sat down. And so I went over to my grandma. My grandma was even fucking watching it. Like,
good old Mamo.
Like, religiously watching it every single week. And she's talking about it. I'm like, she's like,
how does somebody,
like, some old lady get hooked to something? Like, she would just talk about it.
It's like my mom in Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
She was like, that bitch can solve mysteries.
Angela Lansbury, hats off to you.
Oh, yeah. She's
So I watched it. Right?
She's a looker.
So I watched I think I started watching it during like mid-3rd season.
Yeah.
And I watched the first episode. I'm like, holy shit, that was really good.
Yeah.
And then I had to contact Josh.
Okay.
What is it to? Because he had like the seasons on DVD. I was like, man, I need to borrow your DVD. And I watched up to season 3, from season 1 up to like the middle, just the show prior.
Yeah.
So when I watched in a week.
Yeah.
Like this 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot of fucking things.
Damn.
I was just like
the fan on the DVD's just smoking.
Yeah, I know, right? It was though. That is like Lost in the Office is my
Office is solid. I love that show.
Like I probably watched like from first season to the last season.
Yeah.
All the way through at least 20 times.
Really? That's like
because when I do work.
Yeah.
like when I'm working at home or doing something at home, I can turn it on and like can get stuff done and that be playing in the background and me enjoying it. But like, you know, it doesn't, because I've seen it so many fucking
When you're
times.
typing, you're like, that's what she said. Boom! You know?
It is.
That's awesome. Michael Scott! Yeah, those characters are really good.
Yeah.
You know, I will say this: what really goes to a good show is character development, right? Or humor, or some. You've got to fill that void. You've got to draw an audience in. You know, and there's some shows that are really, really good, and they've always said, like with X-Files, like Mulder and Scully, they're two.
Do you think
opposites.
they cut that off sooner than they should have? The X-Files.
I'd have to go back and watch
seasons.
and see how they ended it, because the first movie that they did tied in the whole series on what was developing or what the government was doing, and it was really interesting because it was really hard to follow what was happening within the show because they didn't show how things kind of tied in. You're like, I think I'm getting an idea, but then you never do. But also, I was a lot younger when I was watching X-Files too, so I was like, oh, dude, aliens and shit? I'm in!
Dude, I'd love anything about aliens.
Exactly,
because like, your mind is
too.
like, please let there be.
Did I ever tell you about my mom?
No, but we should save that for, because we're doing alien.
Okay.
We talked about...
Separate podcast we'll do on aliens.
You want to know what was
Yo,
also a phenomenal series?
What's that?
The Red Shoe Diaries. That reeled me in all the time.
Is that something like Bridget Jones' Diaries or some shit?
It's like HBO. You know, like that.
Is that Skinamax?
Yeah, it's like Skinamax stuff.
I don't know.
What is it? With the Red Shoe Diaries, they had what is it? That porn star Shannon Tweed or something like that. I can't remember.
I know their names. I just like.
She was like some busty blonde that was like in like the 90s, just like huge.
Oh, that really reels it in for me. That's like the entire cast from Baywatch. Yeah, okay. Like, who are you talking about? I don't know. The busty blonde. Oh, that really narrowed it down.
They didn't have good stories. His stories were terrible.
Oh man! You know, speaking of like actually things that do have good storylines, 70s porn, man. I'm telling you, when you had. I mean, seriously,
it's like acting.
They're hilarious. The acting was terrible, but it really reminds me of like people just doing silly skits and then obviously just banging on camera.
Yeah.
But my point is it's so funny that they need to get back to that. If they're gonna do porn, like they need to get back to doing silly like skits, like "Hi, your pizza's here." Like it'd be hilarious.
They still do.
I'm here to fix your pipes. Like it just was hilarious for them to do that. And then all of a sudden they're like.
They don't have like that attention span now for that. It's like, let's get
I know, isn't it sad?
Yeah.
Isn't it sad? You know.
Okay.
Pornhub.
Give me your top like 3 if you get top 3 porn stars.
I don't know by name.
None. Yeah, or like any none of them.
No.
Seriously?
No.
Does that make me more of an addict that I have like 3?
Kind of. Yeah.
No.
Kind of.
It's like I'd rather see that.
I'm so ashamed. I don't even want to know your name. Lady.
What is Riley Reid? Riley Reid, if you're out there.
Is she brunette?
Like a dirty blonde brunette.
Never mind.
She's slimmer.
I don't know.
She could be brunette. I don't know.
know.
Yeah, she's slimmer.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5'2" or so like that, but
okay.
Caucasian. She's white. Her, Lily Ty, and the other one would be, I don't know, Lily Ty's Asian.
I don't know. Yeah, you've been sure.
You would figure because Lily Ty.
I kind of figured.
But she's like Thai and Filipino, I think.
Okay.
And something else. She's mixed. And then, who would be another? Mia Khalifa. You know, you've heard of her because like she was like.
If I saw him in a porn, I'd probably recognize him.
He doesn't recognize them.
I would recognize them by their vaginas.
I was gonna say that. Oh,
yes,
nice.
yes,
nice.
Great minds think alike.
Awesome.
Check out those meat curtains. Oh, that's her
Mia
name.
Khalifa, or Riley Reid or Lily Ty. You should like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Come on our podcast.
Yeah, like, subscribe to our podcast. Rust Belt Bastards,
Rust Belt Bastards.
We're on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook. What else are we on? We're on TikTok. We on TikTok?
We're on TikTok and Instagram. Woo-hoo!
Man!
But you can look up, like, on Instagram, I think it's the 2 Rust Belt Bastards.
TikTok, not just for
and also
nurses dancing.
On Instagram and TikTok, it's the 2 Rust Belt Bastards, because some asshole has Rust Belt Bastards that sucks at playing music.
Pull your shit, pal.
Yeah.
We want the name.
We want the fucking name. I'm going to go over there and punch him in the face.
Oh, what is this?
I'm not really.
No, we're joking. We don't encourage violence. We condemn it. Unless it's in the octagon. Then it's free range, biatch. Ugh.
So, subscribe to us.
Subscribe,
right?
Please. Yes.
Yeah,
like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell.
I watched the interview, and it was with Riley Reid, and she said, like, I think she just got married recently, so she switched over.
What's the point?
Honestly. She switched more over to...
Christian porn?
Yeah.
She's born again Christian porn.
If you're born again Christian, can you become a virgin again? No. I mean, biologically, biologically you can't. But
once that cherry's popped, sorry, you ain't getting the juice back.
But did they say that, like, oh, I swear I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin again because I'm a Christian.
You want to hear something funny? There was a girl I knew in college.
Huh?
She
do anal?
So she wouldn't lose her virginity.
That blows my mind. Like,
the logic there is like, really?
Yeah, I never understood that
part.
part. Because it's like, you still like...
Like, I laughed when I heard it. I was like, I heard it through a friend. Like, this is an acquaintance.
Because you wanted to what?
I didn't know her.
So here's
I was just laughing.
Here's the thing about that. Like, because for me...
Yeah.
My thought process is like the ass is more sacred ground almost, right? Because
some people like the off-road.
Because it's like, oh man, like
mudslide.
If you get a girl if you get a girl that does anal, like, whoa, really? Like
your face is lit up. You're like, really?
You're like, what's his name that gets the Red Ryder BB gun from Business Story?
You made it sound like Oliver Twist. He's like, may have some more? Okay, what?
like for me, when that comes across, you're like, score! Yes. Right?
Yeah.
But then, like, if an ass is blown out, you're like, I don't know. Right? I don't know if that...
You know, this was funny. You want to hear something funny?
I dated a girl that had it blown out.
So put a pin in that for a minute. I got a funny story. So
I couldn't. You had to put like a...
So if you guys listen...
You had to put like a bed post on that.
So I'm sure if people are listening to this, they're also going to like Dave and Chuck the Freak in the Morning, 101 The Riff. And it's a Detroit station, but I think you can get it nationally streamed everywhere.
Yeah, it streams.
But they were talking about what was your worst experience doing anal. And they were talking about this. Mm-hmm. One of the guys said that a woman the 2 nights before ended up having, sorry, bud, you're not getting your toy back, honey. You shredded it. I don't want you choking on those fibers, okay? Sorry, bud. I know. So anyway,
it's like when you're finding out that your girlfriend doesn't do anal and won't.
No. So, Chewy. Why you won't do anal anymore? Aw,
damn it.
Bestiality, Jesus Christ. No. If you want it to be a party, you got to get the peanut butter, bro. Got to. No, but you're so terrible.
We are. We need to go on that story.
No, so this guy was talking about his worst experience, like doing a girl anally, right? He wasn't really bragging about it because it was a bad experience. So what happened is 24 to 48 hours prior to them doing anal, she actually had some really spicy food that had like jalapenos and stuff.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, guess what? One of those jalapeno seeds ended up getting stuck in his pee hole.
Oh my God, that'd be so terrible.
And so he was really having a lot of burning sensation on his dick, and like he had to go to the hospital.
Jesus.
And they basically pulled this seed out from his urethra.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, dude, like this is what you had in there, and they were like, he was like, oh shit.
Then are you sticking hot peppers up your penis? Like, no.
But it was so damn funny. I mean, you could obviously, when Dave and Chuck the Freak are here listening to these guys, they're just cracking up.
Have you done anal before?
Yeah.
You let people do anal?
Oh God, no. Somebody else's butt, not mine. Not mine.
It's all right, man.
That's an exit only, bro. That's an exit only.
So I can't believe we're talking about this. So when I was like younger,
hey, Dave and Chuck and Treat to talk about it. We can too.
When I was younger, this girl picked me up in her van.
Oh, that was sign number one.
Like then I looked him back.
Looked like a child
like,
rapist van.
This is our it was
the USS date rape. Toot toot. Just rolling probable cause.
It was a hippie van, no windows, and like she picked me up. I went in, and I looked in back, and there's a bed.
Oh my god!
This is our first date. I'm gonna score tonight. Which did.
Oh,
it's God. Like guys or girls don't pick someone up in a van for your first date with a bed and bag. Well, I guess if you want to.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess do if you want to have sex.
Well, you're
like,
gonna laugh.
Just don't care.
I watched this.
But she did anal and like it just like.
By accident?
You gotta no on purpose
Yeah.
and like she liked it. This is good. Kudos if you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
But it just like slid right in.
Oh.
And like slid to where like obviously like at the
hello.
Seriously. Like I felt the hand
like
grab it, like someone fell in. Like, oh crap! Should I let this hand keep gripping to get me off and pull that person out of there, or should I smack it?
You see the South Park episode?
So I stuck my hand in when the penis was in and went like that, and then the hand went off. I was like, that boy, jackass. That's like
you're so terrible.
Let me finish without you. I don't want to see something.
You're like, oh god.
Which shit, I was mad at myself because I don't know if that was a girl or guy, but that just turned down a threesome.
I'm feeling something.
Oh, from somebody
There's an extra
really
hand in here somewhere.
From someone that really liked anal. It's like, but then like while we're doing it, it's like you're like woohoo, right? Like. But then afterwards, I remember I was like...
Young, dumb, and stupid.
I was like, man, I thought about it. Afterwards, you're like...
Oh, I immediately regret this decision.
I was like, how many... And you want to know the funny thing? Like, how many
It's like Grandma's boy when he brings the grandma.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, how many was it for you? One? How many was it for you? Like 5,362. He's like, oh, he goes... I should have used a condom.
Pretty much.
That was your thought. You're like, oh boy.
And I remember she liked what is it?
Who do you think invented the blowjob? I gave Charlie Chaplin a blowjob. Oh man, Grandma's Boy, great fucking movie.
Underrated,
great movie.
Right? You didn't hear
you know what happened?
That's like one of those movies that gets like a cult.
So it's a Happy Madison production,
right?
And so, what's his name?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler had all these friends that had a script.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler didn't want to be associated with it because he didn't want to outshine those guys, and he wasn't even going to be in it, which he wasn't.
Yeah.
And so obviously it was Adam Sandler's production studios that did it, but it was this whole separate project that they did on their own, so that they could do it.
Your dog keeps licking my foot.
Yeah, he does that. He does that.
Like continuously?
Chewy, stop. It's a sign of affection.
Oh, thank you, puppy. Yeah. I love you. I'll give you some affection. Maybe you just want.
You're gonna gag later on those smelly feet.
I just had I wanted it to stop because I might get off.
Stop them. Get your foot off.
Like, oh,
we didn't talk about foot jobs last episode.
We did.
Oh boy.
But like, so that same girl, she also liked having sex while watching SNL. She loved watching comedy and laughing and having sex at the same time. So I was like, whatever. I was like,
you're like, I ain't gonna laugh, but you can.
Yeah, pretty much. No, that's back when SNL was good, though, man.
Oh, okay.
Like when we were like 17.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, yeah. That show was so good back in the 90s because they took risks, right? And they didn't fucking care.
Well, some of them you show me are like now that you see. Remember, like the Spider-Man one that just recently.
Oh, that one was okay, but I still feel like they could have done more, right? Because. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. This is the reason why Mad TV was so successful in running against them. Mm-hmm. They had no fear, and they were edgier.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I'll say this. SNL, you're fucking milquetoast, bitches. You're fucking milquetoast. And I know they've got the talent to do the edgier comedy, but I guarantee you the studio producers are like, no, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. And they only let the stuff through that is deemed, like, milquetoast, or bland. right?
And
not as
well,
edgy.
that's why when In Living Color came out,
Yeah.
was fucking awesome because they were way edgy.
Nobody could do In Living Color. A Handicap Man with Damon Wayans, or when he flips out the window and his feet hit the glass and shatters it. Oh my god! I could not stop. It's still funny to this day. It is still funny to this day.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
And then Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh my god!
Oh god! He's like every episode is just so
great.
funny.
It was so good.
Like, no kids, don't set your kitchen on fire. Okay. It's just it's so good. That's what comedy is, man.
Oh yeah, it is.
Just today, there's nothing like it anymore. Yeah. And it bums me out too, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just bring back memories. Good old Fly Girls.
Oh, that's where what's her name? Jennifer Lopez got started.
Jennifer Lopez and was it Paula Abdul? Was she a Fly Girl as well? I can't remember. No.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, she was an LA Laker girl. She was a
Laker
girl. Yeah. Okay.
I had a crush. That was my
Paula Abdul.
That was my crush when I was younger. I was like,
me too. There was a window where Janet Jackson was like, I had a crush on her, man.
Like post.
No, this was Rhythm Nation. This was Rhythm Nation.
Oh yeah, Rhythm Nation.
Oh yeah. When she did that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
You're like, that's all it took to
boom. Yeah.
You're like, done.
Well, because it was
now
so
I can
cool.
Finish my day.
She shakes her ass, and I'm like, this is awesome. She's gorgeous, man.
She is.
Yeah. So. Good times.
That not much anymore. I mean, she's good looking still for her age.
I haven't seen,
but like the plastic surgery and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like.
Don't go Michael Jackson, honey. Don't.
Until we found until like humanity, like we find the fountain of youth. It's like. Gotta be careful with that shit.
Looking like
no,
this.
It's fucking crazy. It's like at some point, just let it go and let the other talent shine.
Yeah,
right?
and you'd think that people that have modern technology or at least the diet and things like that to like make them be more longevity, right? And not age as quickly. You'd think they'd more be like, yeah, okay, I'm more than naturally age, you know, but some people just they feel like they gotta have something. And the sad part is women at a younger age are doing it.
I know, just like you don't even do this shit right now.
You don't even need it.
What the fuck?
You don't even need it.
You have an 18-year-old girl getting like Botox and shit. It's like,
yeah,
like why?
And so then they look
like
a fuck doll.
Like do that when you're 40.
Yeah, and their skin looks so tight.
I said do that when you're 40 because then you're just ugly. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. That's my thing with movies. You know what my biggest thing that I hate?
What's that?
Not my biggest thing I hate, but one of my biggest pet peeves is watching movies with old people and they don't look old.
Well, yeah.
I don't like it. It's like you can't sound like I understand you want to get like whatever, but like literally like an old person that looks like they're trying to have like a 40-year-old body, but they're like
he's chewing on something.
80.
Again. Chewy bud, how many pieces did you chew up?
Anywho.
There?
That's my rant about that.
Another piece of plastic, honey.
Because you don't see
Don't get sick.
Because if somebody's casted in a role, and they're supposed to, if someone's casted as an old person in a role, and like say they're supposed to be a 70-year-old lady, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like they're trying to get a younger look.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It doesn't look natural.
No, it doesn't look natural.
Terrible.
Like when you get to that, it's like, well, how can they be relatable to an old person?
Yeah.
Right. When I look at my 84-year-old grandma, she doesn't look.
She's a silver fox.
Like the average person. Like they might take care of themselves and look well, but like let an old person look old. Right. Like, and I think when I watch a movie.
There's something to be said about aging gracefully. There's something to be said about aging gracefully, right?
Well,
and nobody seems to want to age at all,
right?
And then that's where, like you and I talked about this before. And my philosophy is it just makes you open up to play older characters within movies, right?
Yeah.
And so if your skill is, I think what it is I think Hollywood has an issue with talent,
right.
So nobody thinks they're talented enough. Mm-hmm. So then they feel like they got to compensate on their looks. Or for example, I'm actually surprised in some of the roles that Rock plays. I'm like, he's a really captivating, entertaining guy in his roles. Yeah. Maybe not the greatest actor, but he's able to do it. would he have the same amount of fame in Hollywood if he wasn't huge and buff?
Oh, no.
Maybe not, right? Probably not, because he got his way with through the wrestling thing, right? Yeah. WWE. So kind of same thing with women, only with looks, right? It seems to be like the bravado or the muscles for the guys, and but then it seems to be the looks for the women, and they feel like they're leaning too much on that as opposed to, hey, try to like let your talent speak for itself.
But then
acting.
We're not in the industry, so like how much is pushed on them?
Again, I know.
How much is pushed on them to look a certain way?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
I'm not disagreeing, but all my point is I'm sure there's more talent there, but let it shine through, right? Yeah. You don't need to focus as much on the looks. Let an 80-year-old
person look like an 80-year-old person.
Because notice that you're seeing ads of women with curvier figures or fuller figures. Mm-hmm. Because they're normalizing women.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this is a
natural
normal
sizes,
person.
Right? Exactly.
They don't look like they came off a Calvin Klein ad back in like the 90s.
Exactly, like they're on cracked head and shit.
Yeah.
So
remember that?
They're normalizing that.
Sickly looking. It's like, Jesus.
And
it's like, for me, like you get someone and they're walking down the runway. It's like. Yeah, that's gonna turn me on.
Yeah, no shit. They look like they're just came off of a bender.
It's like what the. It's like, so you're starving yourself, and you're getting paid thousands of dollars, right? Yeah. Millions of dollars. When there's actually people that look like that starving, like they're like, I'd be like, fuck you. Like I got like this bean on my plate and some rice, like. And like that's
there's people starving in third world countries.
That's the look you're looking for. It's like fucking hire them. Go to Africa. Fucking hire some Ethiopians that are starving. And like it's fucking true. It's like that is insane. Like you're going for a look.
Have you seen the Marvin episode from Ethiopia on South Park? He says he's hungry. He wants food.
Like they're like, I love how this dress just drapes on her. It's like fucking like what? Like a stick? It's like how can any woman's like, I'm gonna wear that? That's gonna look great on me. It's like that thing's falling off the person.
That's why
It's like their body can't even hold a fucking dress up. They're like, this is too heavy. Like
they don't have the muscle.
They like break their fucking spine because they don't have the muscle support to support a fucking gown. Like that's just fucked up, man. That's so. Needless to say, I'm glad like it's gone a different way.
Right.
Like you see them a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Because like Jesus Christ, like a wind goes by, goodbye, fucking runway show. It's fucking terrible. We needed to have this podcast like in the 90s to like.
I know,
when
right?
This shit was more relevant. I'm sure it's.
You can totally tell we're Generation Xers because it's like, good lord,
like,
back when heroin was popular.
They were like, I remember you remember that talk show Jenny Jones?
Yeah.
What is it? She had male models on there, and it was like them talking about them starving themselves. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Hey, man, some people just
look good.
Hey, man, it's a disease. Okay.
It is a disease, but like, look what's like. But that just shows you how media can have an influence.
Yeah.
But who fucking...
I partially think it's swung the other way, where everybody's like, yeah, gorge yourself on fucking food and sit on your ass all day and get fat, and it's beautiful.
Right.
Like, no, that's called unhealthy.
They're like, what can we do to like stop this curve of obesity? We need to start having bulimic models. Oh, that's a great idea. Like the Olsen twins. Jesus Christ. The third Olsen looks so hot, but then like the first two, you're just like, God,
dude, they literally went from cute kids to like Crypt Keepers.
It makes me actually think the Crypt Keeper was an actual person. Like, man, it's like the Crypt Keeper fucked someone and had babies.
It literally looked like the Crypt Keeper traded out of his skin for Ashley Olsen and Mary Kate. Like, am I wrong? You take the Crypt Keeper and give them Ashley Olsen and Mary Kate's skin.
Yeah.
Boom, spot on.
Spot on.
You put them side by side, you're like, oh, dude, this is going to swap skins. Oh, man.
Drying. My mouth is drying from that rant. I think that was a little big rant, right? Was it?
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
It ranted a little bit about that.
Yeah, but that's just the way that...
I mean, like, my wife is slim.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not like she's like her body metabolism is just like that, right?
Yeah, I'm the same way too. Like I have a high metabolism.
Like it's not like eating cotton balls, and that's a fucked up thing. You're like, what? You're like looking like, why are you saying this?
Is that what bottles do?
No, I swear, like if you go back, like when we were younger,
yeah,
like there were models that would eat cotton balls. Wow. Because it fills their stomach, because when the cotton goes in, it like expands, right? So
kind of like bread. When you ate bread and then drank water, it would expand.
Except even less calories.
Oh,
right?
God.
You're like, there's no calories at all.
How do you like, crap that
you're
out?
Like coughing up cotton balls, like cats cough up a hairball. Like, you see like Kate Moss, like, it's like, oh, I've had those cotton. Like, no, but there was. That's like a thing. Like people joke around. It's like we eat cotton balls, but it actually it's terrible. Like we're laughing about it, but it's a serious matter too. That's like fucked up. That like you have to do that to get on something.
That is awful.
But I guess it's your choice to do it, right? Maybe in a way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the social pressures that industry puts on the girls.
Right.
And it's because let's face it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Brooke Shields has spoken out about some of that stuff. And because she started, I think, when she was either 13, and she did that movie, I think it was The Island.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of controversy back then that it's like, look, you're basically saying that this is okay because she got pregnant on the island via the show or the movie.
Like real pregnant?
No. I'm just saying
was like
in the movie itself, right? The character. And so there was impressions that people got from that movie that say, hey, this might not be appropriate message for girls, etc. at that time. And I know she's spoken out about postpartum depression as well. Yeah. And my mom had postpartum depression real bad too. And so there are things like that get put on these girls in these situations, and it's awful, right? Yeah. But at the same time,
he gets put on them.
You had to go there. Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. That's one ugly motherfucker. Can you imagine fucking that? Feel like, can I go reverse?
Half of Hollywood,
cat. No, right? Like, excuse me, Mr. Weinstein, can I do reverse cowgirl on you? Just don't see that shit. Yeah. You see just like a like that fucking gruely, fucking nasty ass face.
You know the sad part is the majority of Hollywood knew what he was doing.
Well, yeah, they did.
Nobody did.
Hats off to Ricky Jarvis. Remember when he called him out on that shit?
Awesome. Did you hear he's willing to do the next award show or whatever that was? But he said his only condition was, I'll only do it if you let me say whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're going to take him up on his offer because he will fucking shred everybody. Justifiably so, too. Yeah. He's a comedian as well. Like, he's got the right to.
Yep. And then it's like, don't do that because it's the truth. It's like, fuck yeah, it's the truth.
And the reason why...
That's sad for, like... Because then you do get, like, the females. Like, it's like... That's, like... Where you have to actually, like, you're not going to get a role unless you do that?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. That's terrible.
That would suck.
Well, the thing is this is the reason why I was never really pro Me Too, because it was, when it's convenient for the woman to come out with the allegations, when she's a Hollywood star, she's got Hollywood roles, and she has all this power in Hollywood now.
Then to come out.
Then to come out. How many women were... harassed, violated, or coerced into doing those sex acts with him from the time that it happened to that girl and the time that she finally came out and said, hey, he did this, right? When it was convenient for her.
It's like, that's hard because...
that's the part that I don't like about the movement, right?
No, I don't...
I want him to come out immediately.
But then it's like, but then you gotta think of like, well, why didn't they...
Well, then these women need more integrity.
You gotta think of like, why? Because there could be lots of different reasons why on both sides. Because it could be like, one is like...
I
want more jobs and stars, so I'm just not going to say anything, which is fucked up.
You know what's funny? If they had the morals and ethics, then they would have said no the first time and said, hey, this is what he did, blah, 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 blah. And let it play out. But then she'd never be a Hollywood star because, sorry, you didn't blow him, right?
Like, you know, how much is that going to be? We don't even know how much that got swept under the rug if that did happen. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree. That part I agree with.
Like, that's crazy. It's like...
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just now, like, they felt like, hey, we finally got a voice. Which is true. It's like, if you have enough... Because that's the thing, like, even if you look at women that are raped, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if, say, like, there's a rapist, rapes like 10 women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, you usually don't hear until like someone comes out, right? Then maybe someone else comes out.
Then you find out there's more victims, right? The domino effect kind of takes place.
And then it's like, how much is that, like, them making that decision to come out, like, how much is it, like, psychologically to deal with, right? And then, like, if you sort of tie that in with the acting, it's like, if you're making that much money, you still feel like you don't have the power to do that, that's fucked up, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is, because, like, it's like, fuck, man. It's like, we have, like, actresses, a plethora of them, making tons of money and, like, doing their own thing and opening up organizations for women, like, to bring them into acting. It's, then you're like, how do you still not? And maybe they felt that way, but still, like, there is your side of it, too. It's like, how many, like, roles do you take until it's like, hey, listen, you know, I can't suck your dick anymore.
Yeah, because it's so true.
Your stomach got too big. like it's just like lifting it up and like sucking. It's just not my hands hit him.
Oh God!
My head. I fucking knocked myself out. Like I felt like Mike Tyson punched me. And it was just my hand from your stomach. like.
You're taking me back to the days.
I can't suck your micro penis anymore because your gut's so big.
I'm suffocating.
Like, you realize, like, police would have a cane.
The guy's got like a male fupa.
Harvey Weinstein had a cleaner to clean up all the women that suffocated underneath his belly, sucking his dick. You're like, hey, I need you to come up here. He's like, no, no one just fucking died.
Who had a Hostess cream filling party in here?
Her neck broke.
Oh, God.
Not from my penis, from my stomach. I'm sorry if anybody really has that voice that I was just doing. I'm not trying to make fun of you.
yeah, you are. You used to have the ball said that.
You know what makes me wonder, though, too, is guys. Were there any guys that did that? Because I think there was... Were there some?
They've always said, they've had like, for example, Cora Feldman always said that there was some type of child pedophile ring going on in Hollywood, where there was like really underground stuff going on that that he was like, look, man, this is going on.
Because he's trying to
call him out.
Yeah,
and he's trying to like, obviously I don't think he was ever a part of it, or at least he knew about it.
Yeah, he knew about it.
But yeah, so
they're like, don't worry, Corey, you're not that good
90s.
looking. We're not gonna fuck you.
But so it tells you there's something there. What it is, I don't know. But it's like when people talk, it's like, yeah, okay,
it is,
you know.
because then it makes you wonder, like, how much is out there.
Yeah.
And like what kind of shit is going on out there.
Yeah.
Crazy that we don't know about, man.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't fucking know. That's insane. We just hear about like the shit that's in the media.
Well, it's just like the border. Like they know 2 million people have come across in 2021.
Right. Yeah.
That's only the people they've known they caught.
Right.
That they can account for. What about all the illegal people that came across?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know. 2, 3, 400,000 more.
Right.
Who the heck knows?
Exactly.
So it just the same thing. You don't ever know the crimes that are being committed until you bust them, right?
Do you bust the nut?
Give it to me, girl.
So random. Like, should we splice this up so we have different?
We could probably do that. We could splice it up.
Yeah. So like people are, I don't know. Fuck it. I don't care.
We'll break it up.
Like and subscribe.
Matter. Like, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Comment.
What are we gonna have to do for people to like and subscribe to us? Oh my!
I'll say this: the 100th subscriber. We'll give you a free T-shirt. We'll get you a free... Suck dick and T-shirt? Dude, really? Come on. You are a whore. You are a whore.
It's true.
But, oh, boy.
Like, what do I got to do for us to fucking go viral?
I know, right? Hey, man, we got 6 subscribers. We could get to 12.
Harvey, if you're out there.
Subscribe.
Isn't
he in a jail cell now?
That's all right. I'm sure he has privileges. He can sneak me in there for one. Harvey, I've never done anal.
What do you want, Harvey? A chisel? No, a little boy. Oh, what? Oh,
make us go. Jewish, right? They can do that.
I don't know. You're terrible. You're terrible. You have derailed. You are just... You're awful.
I love Joe Rogan's skit. Like, you ever hear a guy gonna take advantage of her acting role, and he's like, "Boy, you're gonna be in one of those Superman movies? Go on, go do that. You're gonna be Batman." Like, he just sends his son out.
Oh boy.
I would.
Oh
like,
boy.
you go down, I go.
Oh God, Jay, you are a whore. You are an absolute. You are an absolute dirty whore.
Even though I know there's ugly people out there, but if some nasty woman was like, "Listen, yeah," and she has like almost the same voice as Harvey Weinstein,
you're reminding me of Kingpin.
Yeah, God, go down on me. Like, oh well.
You don't owe me rent if you go down on me. Oh my God. You remember his landlord?
I remember the landlord.
The smoking tea.
Yeah. Oh. It was great.
That was such a great movie.
If there is anybody out there on YouTube and Rumble that can get us more subscribes and likes, you need any favors done.
Yeah, share, subscribe, like,
let us
comment.
know what favors you need.
Oh God.
He's got a beard. He'll say,
you are whoring yourself out.
I am. It's so bad.
I don't even know where to take this podcast now. You've completely sunk it. You threw it into the well and drowned it like a child.
You're like, I didn't.
Swim, you little kid.
I have no convictions.
God have mercy on your soul.
He'll do anything for a dime.
I'd buy that for $1.
Smoke him. What was
Smoke him if you got him.
No, what was it? Like Bob Saget in the movie, and he's like, "Smoking weed's not a drug. You ever suck dick for coke or something like? What is that? What is that movie?"
I don't know.
I can't think of it. Damn it.
I don't know what movie that is. Bob
I can't
Saget.
remember.
I don't know.
He died.
I know. That sucks.
Betty White died. Bob Saget died.
Louis Anderson died. Dude, they're dropping like flies.
Who else died?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Dude, we just need 5 people that are famous in the last week. You want to how
I will do anything for love,
but I won't do that.
What was that a metaphor? Or what was that won't do that? What was that? What would he do?
I have no idea.
What is that won't do that? I wonder.
For me, it's probably picking up tampons for him at the grocery store.
Really?
I'm joking. I don't care.
Simple.
I know. I don't care. I'm joking.
I'll suck a tampon out.
God, you are such a dirty whore. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "I'm a dirty whore."
You can't get your tampon out. Hold on, hon.
Oh, God. Oh, dude, come on. These are classy bastards.
No, they're not.
You did. You called me on that one. You called my bluff. Totally called my bluff.
Have you ever went down on a girl that had her period?
No.
Me either.
Oh. As a vampire, I probably would.
I know, right? We talked about
ooh.
that. There needed to be a vampire movie that just goes down and that's a good porno.
That would be a good porno.
Right?
That would be a good satanic type porno.
Right? Don't bring Satan into this, those poor people. They get
vampires, bats, souls,
Oh.
That's where I went with that. That's my head.
No.
Oh.
They're we don't
That's where I'm at.
Eat
in my head.
bloody vaginas.
We're talking about a skit or an idea or a movie. That's not.
It would be cool though, right?
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
Like a porn where a vampire just they're wasting so much time.
Using a tampon. I'm making tea.
I'm making that. What do you call some autistic adult, a group of autistic adults with guns?
What?
Special forces.
That's a good. Why am I thinking Delta Force with Chuck Norris?
Oh my God!
I apologize in advance, folks.
I hope my work doesn't find this. So
you and me both.
Jesus Christ!
That's why we need to go viral.
Please subscribe to help us out.
No
we
shit,
don't want
man.
jobs anymore. This would be our job.
This would be our job. It'd be fun as hell.
Fuck yeah. Interviewing people.
We made Rumble 2 cents, and I was like, ooh. I was super excited.
If anybody wants to be on our podcast, if you want to talk about anything, let us know.
Yeah, if you got any topic ideas you guys want to hear.
And you want to be on here?
Yeah, we'll bring you on.
And we won't eat your vagina out when you're bleeding. Because we're not vampires. You gotta watch out for them.
Wow. Wow. I got nothing.
That's why I think vampires were sort of dumb, right? Because that's like such an easy thing. It's like, we're just...
Well, when I think of vampires, I think of like the really old times when it was really easy to commit murders and you're like, oh, I don't know who did it. Right?
Still, but it's still vaginas. Like, blah. Like, you have your phone, man.
Every time I go blah, I think of Count from Sesame Street.
Blah, blah. 1, 2, 3 bloody vaginas. How I love to eat bloody vaginas.
I don't know where you're taking this podcast, but what the fuck?
If I was a vampire, I would just seek out... They can smell
given the propaganda that's in kids' cartoons is probably where they're going to go next with that.
They have heightened scent, right?
Huh?
Vampires. They have a heightened scent.
Yeah, they have a heightened scent.
So they could be able to smell blood, right? Right.
Yeah.
It's like, you smell a woman,
Lord.
right? So easy. But like, don't worry about the tampon, I'll use my tongue.
I feel like we need to get off this topic. This is just so bad.
Because they have like a variety too, right?
I feel like
there's clumpy, like there's periods that would be like more liquidy.
I feel like
there's clumpy ones.
Here's a metaphor for you. I feel like we're going for a drive, and I'm driving on the road, and you're grabbing the steering wheel and keep yanking us into the ditch. And then I finally get us out of the ditch. I start driving again. You yank me into the ditch again.
That ditch is bloody vaginas and vampires.
The fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Did you eat
what
chips as a kid? Why? No, I ate bloody vaginas. Like any normal vampire would.
You are so fucking terrible.
There needs to be a movie about it.
Derailing so bad.
Anyone out there that does movies, please do a vampire that eats out women while they're menstruating.
You're so awful, man.
I am.
I don't even know where to take this, man.
What time is it?
It's about 8:15.
Oh, all right.
We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. We can still talk more about bloody vaginas.
Oh, good God. Will you get off of it?
Ooh, this one tastes clotty. That one, it'd be like...
You're terrible, man.
You're
so terrible.
You get one that like pops in your mouth. It's good, right? Like a blood clot. It'd be good if you're a vampire. All kinds of textures, right?
What is it? Like a candy?
You'd have like
a Gushers? Like
that would be awesome. That's what they needed to come out with vampires. Listen, like have a bag full of clots. It'd be like Gushers, the candy, but for vampires, blushers.
I'm sorry, folks.
Blushers. They're like, ooh. This fucking pops in their mouth. Not so bad. You're saving the human race. One period at a time.
The dry version will be a lollipop instead of Tootsie Roll in the middle. You get like a dried clot.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Oh my lord. At this point, I have to go with it because he won't get off it unless I fucking play into it yet. You're so fucking wrong. You're so fucking... Like, I know I'm wrong, but you're like way past my wrong.
Like I just skipped over the line.
You laughed me. I mean, I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know. I got nothing. I'm just... Wow.
Just put a cup down there.
I just...
It's like you tap a keg. You tap a vagina. It's so good. You need to stop.
You were totally railing.
Like, how much can you talk about vampires and vagina? Fucking all night. Listen.
Stop. It's like that Monty Python joke that's so funny that everybody fucking dies. Oh, fuck. God, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh.
They would have like... They're like, I feel like a Cuban tonight. You're like, a cigar? No, a vagina.
Oh my my god. Oh,
That's good
boy.
times right there.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
I got nothing.
No,
I can't top that. I can't top it. I got nothing. My mind is so focused on vampire vaginas.
They have it for like 7 days, right? I mean, there's like a dry period, but they can just move on to the next one. Like, oh, this isn't bad at all. Way more fucking convenient.
He leaves and he goes, I'll see you next
I'll
month.
see you next month. That's it. That's all. And they're like, well, that wasn't so bad.
Oh my god.
Right? Be like, man, the husbands would be like, you made my wife so happy. Like, I didn't want to go near that shit. Like,
you made the worst part of my month the best.
He's like, this was such a fucking pain in the ass, the 7 days. But, like, you came along, Mr. Bad Dracula, and, like, everything's so much better. It'd be so great. I'd have, like, send an invite. I'd be like, it's like sending a birthday card, but it'd be a menstruating card. Like, it's that time.
It'd be like their blood seal on it.
Vampire children are skipping, like, yay! Menstruating party! God!
Well, God knows there's a lot weirder parties going on right now. Let me tell you. That wouldn't be much worse, if at all. Oh, boy. I need to come up with something else to talk about.
You can't.
Because you're just going to keep going.
I'm going to keep going.
I can't.
Vampires.
I got nothing. Your tidal wave of vampire vaginas. Right?
Oh, because it makes, you want to know why? It's not because it makes fucking sense. We're going to go serious here. We're going serious here.
It's like Dracula and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. Oh, man.
Blade would be like, I don't got any vampires to kill. They're not killing anybody. They're just eating people out there. Blade would be out at a job. You see Blade on the corner fucking asking for change.
He'd be like a number...
Man, what the fuck happened? It's like kind of vampires started eating out women on their menstruate.
It'd be like...
And I didn't have to worry about them killing anybody anymore. It's crazy. It's so great. See?
Instead, he's really fat and huge and eating KFC on the couch watching
Instead, you'll get Blade killing people, killing women that are menstruating, so he can go back again and kill vampires.
Would you look at the time?
Look at the time. I'm menstruating.
I got nothing. I can't. I cannot knowingly be a part of this podcast any fucking more. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
I think this has been like...
You've been so fucking terrible. I can't. I just can't be part of this anymore.
You can.
How long is this going to go on?
No, but it's hilarious, right?
I can't fucking take it anymore. It goes from bad to worse to fucking hilarious and then back again. I just won't stop. I feel like I'm in a hamster of fucking treadmill, man. Oh, God.
I digress.
No, you don't.
Don't digress.
You ain't gonna. I know you too well.
Right.
You're just gonna keep fucking going.
All right. Should we end it here?
Yeah, we should probably, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you for our people that do listen or that will listen to this podcast, right? Like, share, subscribe.
God help you.
Help you. And for all you vampires out there, don't worry. There was someone advocating on your behalf to figure out a better way to live, and that's through vaginas that are
and the menstruations. Yeah. Okay.
I feel for you vampires out there.
I like the wrap up. That's a good wrap.
Good.
That's a good wrap.
It is.
All right. Well, fellow bastards, stay classy
and bloody.